Hi there.
You're done.
I don't know what side of the internet this is going to land on, so let me introduce myself. My name is Kayla. I'm 25 years old, and for over a decade, I've been a K-pop fan.
I remember when they first invented
K-pop.
I've also grown up watching yaoi and yuri anime. Shout out to my weeaboo mom for her influence. As you can tell, today's topic is one that I feel I've been preparing for my whole life. The K-pop stan to BL fan pipeline. Why is it that so many K-pop fans end up getting into BL, specifically live action? In short, I think the answer is fan service. But there's more to it, right? So without further ado, let's travel down the rabbit hole. So to start off, I think a common reason why K-pop fans find themselves slipping into the bottomless pit of BL is because of the YouTube algorithm. I've heard stories from my friends who are just minding their own business watching a K-pop music video, and in the recommendations, a thumbnail with a BL pairing popped up. This chance encounter seems to be a shared experience among current BL fans, and in a way, the two go hand in hand. Think about it. YouTube suggests videos to you based on what you've been watching, and K-pop is pretty gay. Aside from that, BL is another facet of Asian media. So why wouldn't the algorithm push it out to fans of Asian music? A lot of SEO type stuff goes into it, but I won't bore you with that. In the same vein, many K-pop fans also watch K-dramas, whether they're suggested by the algorithm or your favorite K-pop idol is starring in one. Granted, you have the accessibility, you're probably consuming dramas from other countries in addition to Korea. It's just a natural progression for Asian drama lovers who are seeking out more content to watch. We're open to different cultures and learning about them through storytelling. That's the upside to globalization. These past 2 years, Korean BL dramas have ramped up, and it's no surprise how popular they've become considering all the idol actors being cast in them. As a former Produce 101 stan, that was the reason why I tuned in at first. Really, it just comes down to two things: related media and trending content. So this next stop on the pipeline has to do with gay K-pop fanfiction. Writing and reading fanfic has always been an integral part of fandom. As a Shawa, I stayed writing Jongki fanfic. How many times have you written or read a fanfic and said to yourself, I wish I could watch this? Especially for writers, we harbor this dream of seeing our stories portrayed in real life. Take Nitty Man, for example. Here you have a GOT7 fanfic being rewritten into a Thai BL novel, then adapted into an official series. It's crazy if you think about it, and several K-pop fanfics have followed the same evolution. Back in the day, there were virtually no BL dramas except for the Japanese series Takumi-kun. But think even further back to the origins of the BL genre. Everything was written down. The emergence of live-action BL was basically like a dormant volcano ready to erupt. Progressively, we were seeing all those BL tropes we spent years writing and reading about playing out in a visual format. For K-pop fans, this was so impactful. Again, we have that jump from one facet of Asian media to another. As a queer Filipino, I had the added bonus of seeing representation for the first time in my life, even if it was idealized and a little problematic. The unique cultural experiences I had with sexuality and that I often revisited in fanfic were finally being told through visual storytelling. No matter who you are, I think we can all agree that K-pop fanfiction has been highly influential on the BL dramas that we're watching today. Another more controversial reason why I think BL fans often have roots in K-pop is fan service. If you're a fan of K-pop, you know how much pressure these entertainment companies put on groups to fulfill a fantasy. With boy groups, that pressure is amped up to include homoerotic fan service between the members. Some might call it gay baiting. Things like Pepero kisses, where two members lady in the tramp a stick of Pocky until their lips touch. Transfer games, where the members pass around pieces of paper using their mouths. Or even the reoccurring question of, If you were female, which member would you date? There are so many instances of fan service in K-pop that are obviously curated in order to bait shippers. When you spend years seeing this overabundance of skinship between two group members, why wouldn't you seek out the real thing? The real thing being BL dramas where the characters share more than a simple bromance. Going off the deep end, we should consider the role of objectification in fan service. It's a tricky one that I've pondered over since the beginnings of my BL journey. You never want to make people feel bad for their interests, right? As consumers of Asian media, we're frequently on the receiving end of xenophobic comments. At the same time, you can't discredit the fact that objectification does occur, and there's a wealth of historical research on the topic. I guess the question is, how much does it affect that transition from K-pop to BL? You decide. To wrap up this video, I wanted to include some thoughts from my subscribers. So I asked you guys on Twitter why you think it is K-pop stans become BL fans. And here are your answers. Marzi said, probably because of abundance of fan service. Jessie said, I feel like the amount of fan service between K-pop ships translates well into the BL genre. Javier said, good reason, they feel identified with certain merchandising techniques, and the fact that they can relate with the content with people who may look slightly familiar to them. Bad reason, it's easier to objectify and get obsessed with a market that gives them a homoerotic media that seems more real, as an approachable product, and to consume it as if it were mere fiction. It serves as a fetish and a replacement. Thai FanMeet USA said, I think most K-pop fans also like K-dramas. Once you're watching one international series, others are recommended. Rian said, I mean, the level of queer baiting I see whenever a K-pop video comes up, haven't they already been BL fans? Officially Too Old K-pop Hag said, it starts with K-pop fanfiction, as do a lot of Thai BL plots. There is a large fetish community, no kink shame, that sees BL as an extension of that, but then idol marketing is used to promote the shows and ships in the same way idols are built. Familiar territory. Stella said, fan service. It's extrapolated to the nth power in BLs on and off screen. Thank you to the moon and back for watching. Thank you to my subscribers for sharing their thoughts. And thank you to my Discord for helping me clear my brain fog. I have plans for the month of December, but I'm not going to tell you because, well, then you'd hold me to them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave your stories about how you got into BL below. I'd love to read them very much. Take care of yourselves, keep on the lookout, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!